Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley and this is Spirituality Awakenings. Welcome, Cancer. How are you today? If you are new, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you for subscribing. And please always remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. That way I can keep coming back to you and giving you free readings. We're going to jump right into it today, though, guys. I got about 5 or 6 decks we're going to do. It's super windy outside, so you'll hear that. I have the window open about this much because it was just so loud. My candle was going everywhere. So I love Mother Nature. So I just left it open a teeny bit, so it's a possibility you may hear that. All right, let's jump right in for Cancer. We just went through that new moon. We just had the full moon yesterday, and now we're going into the eclipse. So 2 of Wands falls out. It looks like you're developing some kind of clear plan, Cancer, and the universe is asking you, hey, are you ready to go? And I think you got this in one of your last reading or the one before that. So there's you. You're looking out and you're like, I want to do something. I want to do something with my life. I want to leave a legacy. I want my people after me to have something. And I want to have something while I'm here too. So it does say you're choosing to move forward and you are leaving your comfort zone. So I do a lot of candle magic too. And I just want to show you that you see how the candle is straight up. This candle, by the way, gives you the truth and nothing but the truth. So just know that. And we just went through that full moon, so that gives you remember, the hidden secrets come out, Cancer. If it's regarding yourself or if it's regarding somebody that you're dealing with. And then just remember too, with me, you guys can get readings on people if there's new people in your life. Can you guys hear the wind? So it's confirming. If there's new people in your life, that you're just like, hey, I don't know who they are and I want to know who they are, get a reading. It doesn't just have to be on love and career or general or your past loved ones that you're wanting to connect with and heal, or coaching sessions, or me going out and speaking to the youth or adults in regarding to different situations. You can get it on somebody you've just met because you want to know who they are. Or let's say you have a coworker and you're like, yeah. Anyway, so you have the Fool card. You're definitely coming into a fresh start, Cancer. And I think the reason I'm harping on the stuff that I was saying right now is because that must be what's going on. But also, you're like, I am a beginner. I am starting out into a new field that I am unaware of, and I can't wait. I mean, look at this card. Boundless potential. Okay. So I would say this reading is based on career, something new that you're doing on the side, or it could be a fresh love. And you hear my doggies coming down the stairs from upstairs. And they made that noise because I had sage and I was saging the space, saging the cards, like I always do. And just, I clear my energy off before I do the readings too. So, bottom line is, you are ready to venture out. You could be getting out into nature too, maybe somewhere in the mountains. It's got a lot of sun on that card too. What else do we got for Cancer? The wind is quieting down now. The storm has passed. And you can hear it a little bit. They're showing me horseshoes for you guys. Take what resonates. If not, watch your Sun, Moon, Venus rising. But yeah, something to do with horseshoes. There we go. All right, let's see what we got. Your energy is very just calm. Okay, so your Two of Swords fell out reverse, which means you're accepting a loss and you're moving on. So you had your swords up, now you only have a couple up, the rest are down, and you're choosing your battles and you're avoiding conflict. And you're learning from the past defeats in your life and past arguments and past bullshit that you've been through. And you're like, yeah, that's not what I want my life to be. I want to move on. I want to have peace in my life. I'm starting out this new adventure and I would like to keep it peaceful. And if people can't be peaceful around me, then they need to go kick rocks. Your Knight of Cups fell out next. You're definitely motivated and you're showing emotions. So there you are in your horse. You have your 1 cup and you're going full fledged forward. That's what that means. And you're trying to have empathy for others in relationships, any kind of fluid that's flowing, and your intuition you're putting into it too. But, you're trying to stay active and moving ahead with confidence. You're like, you know what? I'm having a fresh start. I want to do something new. Some of you may be working on it already. Some of you haven't thought about it, and this reading is going to help you think that you need a side hustle. And the majority of you are just like, is that what I want to do? Definitely the universe is telling you to do it. And then they're asking you, Cancer, are you ready to go? Let's get this shit done. And it shows me here that you're moving forward with it. There's 4 cards out of the deck. We're almost 6 minutes in. And it looks like you're just accepting the loss, feeling defeated, but you're moving on and you're moving forward. The next up is your 4 of Swords. They're telling you to take a break. You need to recharge and clear your head because you need to have this recovery period and reflect and have mental preparation on what actually just happened. So that way, when you're moving forward, you have clarity and you don't have to worry about the if, ands, was, or buts, or oh my goshes, because that's what I'm saying. I am wondering here, and you guys know me if you are subscribed to my channel, I usually start talking about something and then the cards confirm it. But here I'm seeing that you need this mental break because you're going to have a lot more work ahead of you. So get the rest you need because these 2 of Wands and the Fool card that you're getting into, that you're trying to do something for yourself that you can call your own. And, this doesn't have to be a side hustle. This could be you're getting a promotion at work, you're getting a different title, maybe you're traveling, it doesn't matter. Meaning for work, you're just trying to move forward and do something different. And the universe is like, Cancer, are you ready to go? So put down in the comments, Cancer, let me know if you're ready to go. Let me know what you're working on, what you got going on. So you got the card of the Hermit, which is a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Cancer. That's possibly why you could be feeling defeated. But what this card is saying to you is you're going into some kind of solitude and you're getting mentorship and guidance. So I got this in the last couple readings with you, Leo, and I think Pisces. You guys are looking for mentorship. You could be you're in a mentorship program already and you're really getting that you're getting that insight. You're getting that spiritual enlightenment that you need to move forward, that introspection. And so because of this mentorship, it's making you a person that is responsible. It's making you accountable. It's showing you sides of you that you did not know existed. And these are some of the things that I teach in my coaching sessions. I say this a lot because it's important. And it doesn't have to be for me. It can be anybody. I'm saying this because when you start to work on your ego, your inner child, and your shadow side, it really starts to make you look at past situations differently. And you're like, wow, that whole time it was my ego talking. So we live and we learn. And when we start that self-discovery that I started over 9 years ago, you start to really realize, wow, there's more to life than dealing with energies that suck the shit out of me like vampires that I don't need to deal with anymore. And you realize stuff about yourself too, like, wow, I wasted a lot of time doing X, Y, and Z. But it wasn't wasted time, Cancer, because you needed to go through those things to become who the person you are today. So moving forward with this Hermit card, yep, you are seeking wisdom and go get it. And that little intuition that you have, that first thought you have in your mind, don't ever go against it. 9/11 on the time. Look that up. So Cancer, where we're at right now is you're developing a plan. You're having a clear plan. The universe is like, are you ready to go? You're choosing to move forward and leave your comfort zone. You're having a fresh start. You're accepting the loss and moving on. You have the Knight of Cups where you're pushing full-fledged forward. And your 4 of Swords is saying to get all the rest that you need and have mental preparation. And you're really getting that mentorship. By doing all of this, it seems to me here, Cancer, that you are starting on your self-discovery, and it's beautiful. And I think that you are realizing a lot of different things in life. And I think that's beautiful. I'm going to move into a different deck here because we're done with that tarot. And I'm going to go ahead and pull from, it's called Tarot Codes Astro Oracle. This is the book. And let's see what the universe has to say to Cancer. I like the shuffle on camera. That way it pulls your energy into the card. And like I've stated, I always do like the sage, the candles. I clear all my energy off. I connect with Mother Nature. So I can give you a clear message, Cancer. 1, 2, 3. This is for Cancer. What do we got, please? Okay, Cancer. So look at this. Oh, so beautiful. And I'm going to read a little bit from the book too. But this looks like you're in the womb. And I say this in a lot of readings that, let's be real, you start your journey when you're in the womb, right? Even though I started mine 9 years ago, you start when you're in the womb. So number 55, you can look that up, but also it's called transit and it's called climates. So let's take a read in the book and see what else they have to say here. You guys hear that wind? It's starting back up again. Oh, that's funny because this is actually what I was just talking about in a couple other reads. Okay, so let me explain something before I go into the book. So you see these different like planets and sun and moon. There's you around it. So right now, because the position that we're in and the astros is that you have the planets like we used to do our solar systems when we were in elementary. Well, right now, the sun and the moon are not touching those planets, so it's mystery. So right now is a good time to start things. Like I'm seeing a lot of things online where people are starting their businesses, people are advancing. We're going into that spring equinox. We just came out of the full moon and we're going into that solar eclipse. So there's a lot of different stuff going on. This is definitely the time to manifest, Cancer. So let's go into this. So they're saying the planets are always moving through time and space, always spinning around us. When those planets form geometric relationships to one another, they create transits. The astrological weather conditions of the day affect us all. When a moving planet forms a geometric relationship to a planet in your natal chart, which that's something else I talk about a lot, look up your birth chart. It's on Astrolabe. It's ASTROLABE. And no, I do not get paid for representing them, but I do like to use them a lot because it's super easy and it's free. You just go in there and enter all your information, and then you can find out a lot about yourself. Also, just know when they say sun sign, that is Cancer, which is you. And when they say that it's your moon sign, that's your emotions. And then your rising sign is how people see you when they first meet you. And then you have all your other planets in there that explain about yourself. So take a look at your north node, take a look at how all your planets fall. It's very interesting and you learn a lot about yourself. So it says the planet in your natal chart that are transitioning planet can act like a guest who enters your house, sits in your kitchen, or sprawls in your living room. It activates the part of your existence. If that transiting planet talks to Mars, it activates your warrior nature and fight or flight response. If it talks to your moon, it initiates a story centered around your home, your family, and how you nurture yourself. The action to this card, Cancer, is the situation is in flux and the surrounding conditions are changing. Stay alert and aware. Be ready to respond to incoming dangers and opportunities. Some people are moving in, others are leaving. New opportunities open and old chapters close. Exactly what it was saying here. Listen to the grapevine for changes in personnel or economic conditions. You're not in control of these elements, but you can make the most of these changes and dance with fate. People that walk into your life now may be karmically important. Either the relationship will last a long time or it may be short, pithy, and teach you a valuable lesson. It can be helpful at this point to look at the transits in your natal chart. There is no volume control on this card's energy. Transits may trigger a small change in the personnel around you, or it could signal a shooting star that blazes across your life and turns your direction entirely. So, yeah, it's going to be up to you, especially I feel with this mentoring stuff. This is helping you a lot in the new ventures that you're going on. It says you have choices, though. Ask for grace and guidance when responding to the changing circumstances. And that's another thing I want to be very clear on that I've been explaining this week in readings is that when you ask the universe for something, be very precise and direct and set your intention before you ask. If you're all over the place and you don't know what you want, and you're asking for like 1,000 things, yeah, they want to give them to you, but you need to be very direct and have clarity in what you're asking for. The challenge to this card is wild cards are in play. You are not in control of who or what now brushes your life, and that can be scary. The gift to this is even though life is an ever moving circus, you do not control the people and events transiting in your life. Know that you're in complete control of your response to the transit. Choose wisely. So there's like a saying that's like, you can change, you can't control people, but you can change the sails, right? So you can change who you have around you. You can change what you decide to deal with or don't. You have your 1616, look that up. You have boundaries. You can put them up and it's okay. You can say no to others without feeling guilty. Listen, I learned this the hard way in life, guys, and this is why I'm here to teach you. And I had another valuable lesson actually last night, so to speak. And I had to educate somebody because if you don't put up these boundaries and you don't educate them on what you're willing to deal with and what you're not, then they're just going to do whatever the hell they want the whole time. And again, I learned that after so many years, and it's hard when it's a person that's super close to you, but you have to live your life and you have to be happy, and you can't continue dealing with the toxicity around you continuously. So just that's the lesson of today, and that's what this is saying too. Okay, so let's move forward because we're already almost 18 minutes in. I'm going to pull from this deck that's called Karma Cards and see what they got to tell you. If you guys are wanting me to do something in my reads, let me know. I'm more than open to try to do it for you guys. Last week, I was doing the things at the end of the reading where I was like pulling letters and numbers to see what Spirit had to tell you. My daughter made them for me. It was super nice of her. And I'm going to be getting some different ones too. I'm just going to switch it up all the time. But if there's something that you guys are wanting me to do, let me know in the comments. You can email me too. What do we got for Cancer? Okay, so it says responsibility, success, become a person of power and status, your 10th house. Remember I was talking about your birth chart? Look up what planet is in your 10th house, and that'll explain you a little bit better. But it is saying that you are becoming responsible, and because of that, you'll have success, and you will become a person of power and status. I mean, that's huge with these rings here. If we're paying attention to the cards, look, and this is two different decks. So you're transforming. You're transforming yourself, Cancer, and that's beautiful. And I love the shit out of it. And then it says, in Cancer, you came out in your own reading. It says, use your intuition to protect yourself. Attitudes from the past. So it's talking about what I was saying. Like, remember I was telling you in my reads that I usually start talking about, and it comes out in the cards. So what they're saying is attitudes from the past. So all that shit you had to deal with in the past, people you have to deal with in the past, if they do not serve your highest good, and I'm sure you've heard this 100 times, don't be around them. And it's easier said than done, let me tell you, because I deal with that shit too. I get it. So you're resulting from the history of, and it's saying these are shit that you're dealing with, and they're telling you, use your intuition to protect yourself and remove that shit from the past. Get rid of it. Stop dealing with it. It's not healthy. Okay, so next up, I'm going to move into, I'm thinking about which one I should do. I feel like before the love, I should go into who you're dealing with. This is another tarot deck. They sometimes pull out like who you're dealing with, or it pulls out cards from regular tarot. So let's see. Sometimes people get the same cards that were above. Sometimes people get messages about who they're dealing with, and sometimes they get both. This is for Cancer. The sun's starting to come out now. So I'm being drawn to the color with you guys. Let me show you the crystal. Hold on. Usually when Spirit has me draw in on something, then it means that you guys are needing it. So let me stop this real quick. I'll get you some of these in this color. My daughter decorated my desk. If you guys could see the whole thing, it starts out with like white, clear crystals, pink quartz. Then it goes into like Arizona colors because that's where I'm from, even though I don't live there. And then it goes into like turquoise and then blue and then purple. So definitely get yourself some of these colors. It's like a turquoise, right? And then you can see my little friend, Mr. Frog here. So I'd say definitely get you some turquoise quartz. And forgive me, I can't think of the name right now. It'll come to me later, I'm sure. But just look for those colors. You can order them and go pick them up yourself wherever. But that's drawing me into those are the colors that you guys are needing. Huh. All right, let me shuffle. Okay, what do we got for Cancer? There we go. That's what I needed to do was shuffle. That was the issue. Okay, so first card out of the deck is your Knight of Swords. And you have the Knight of Cups and the other tarot. So it's saying that you're dealing with a young man to 25, 6 years old, speedy situation, or finish it. So that's who you're dealing with, Cancer. I'm going to put that right underneath the Knight of Cups that's coming in. That's hilarious. You came out in your own card. Again. So yeah, I knew there was going to be the Five of Wands falling out. That goes with your Five of Swords that you got accepting the loss. So it says Five of Wands, arguments, battles around you. And that's what you're tired of dealing with in the past. You've dealt with it so much and you're still done with it. You're like, I want to get rid of this shit. I'm tired of fucking dealing with it. Yeah, and then your Knight of Swords, you could be fighting with this gentleman. He's just bringing you drama and over again. Could be female too. And then you fill out your own reading reverse, but it's the Chariot. Movement or residence journey. Victory over a situation or problem. You're balancing the opposite polarities. So yeah, there's definitely stuff coming in because the Knight of Cups showed movement, but now you got confirming it, the Chariot card. So movement or resistance in your journey. Victory over a situation or problem, and you're balancing it. So it could be with that person. And then the Knight of Wands. Again, this is a young man to 25 years old. You're going to get an important letter from them. So that's twice confirming about somebody that's up to 25, 26 years old, definitely in their 20s. Let's see what love card we can pull for you today. So watch out for them coming in. Maybe you'll be fighting with them. You could be fighting with a Virgo too, but it could be fighting with another Cancer. But it definitely says shit's coming in with this guy. Whether it's male or female, up to 25 years old. Okay, what do we got for Cancer in love? Okay, there's one. It says forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, there's the past again, Cancer, you experience more love in your present moments. So definitely release and heal that past bullshit because you'll experience more love in your present moments. Is there anything else for Cancer? Yep. Finance and career. So it says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I'm going to pull one more card and then we're going to call it a day out of another deck. almost 25 minutes in. Oops. Cards are being angry. Yeah. You got a lot of friction going on in your life right now. I can tell by the cards. All right. These are a funny deck. They kind of like talk shit and call you out. What do we got for Cancer? Woo! Did you see that? That shit flew up. Okay, so the first card I'm seeing is fuck fear. Okay, Cancer, fuck fear. It will lie in your face. And ain't that the damn truth? And then we got, you are talented and fucking amazing, Cancer. It says, the world needs your power. Use your voice. Don't use it for dumb shit. Real shit. All right, we went all through the decks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decks here for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Go back and rewind if you need to, because they're telling me that you need to. And leave me in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. That way I can continue doing this for you. Also, reach out to me for anything that you would like on email. Take care. This is Message.